Amen. So like I said, this is Perspectives and Facts podcast episode 22.
Deuce.
We're dropping 3 episodes in 7 days, 2 exclusively with Perspectives and Facts podcast in 1 week. I think that's pretty dope. Yep. We're celebrating 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I think that's great. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And before we even, let's introduce Florida Boy J, High Life 93, you know what I'm saying? FBJ, you know me, your boy.
At Randy, y'all know what it is, and on Instagram, Twitter, Crumbly Randy 1. Come on, man. We've been doing this how long now? Let's get it, man.
98. And then we got the wonderful, illustrious.
Yeah, the illustrious.
The one and only.
DZ Redline.
The world famous, man. It's just an honor to have a rapper of your caliber in the building and an artist who's, high esteemed and highly acclaimed is you, and such an innovator of the music industry.
I try.
I try. We're humbled. Yeah,
me too, man. It's a great setup. I love it.
Yeah, it's a power-packed show today. I want to go over the topics before we start so the audience can know what we're going to be discussing. So if they want to say fuck us and opt out, they can do that immediately after we run down the topics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the first topic, we're not going to discuss them in this order, but, we're going to be talking about the Academics and Meek Mill beef has been squashed. According to academics, the beef has been squashed. Second topic, Big Unc, the Nike executive, admits to a murder. Come on, Unc.
Whoa.
Brittany Renner being a predator on college campuses, trying to track down the young men who might be 6, 7-figure, 8-figure millionaires off of their talents. Fourth topic, the red flag in Twitter and Instagram and social media. This whole red flag phenomenon going on this week. We're going to have that discussion. R. Kelly snitching on other artists, potentially, hopefully. I want to see him drop dimes, nickels, and quarters. And Fat Joe, again, steps in shit by comparing DaBaby to Tupac. Every week, somebody's comparing somebody to Tupac or comparing themselves to Tupac. That just lets you know Tupac is a GOAT. Because I don't hear every month somebody comparing the nigga to Biggie or Eazy-E or Drake. Every week, somebody is trying to be Tupac of the week. Okay? And seventh, last but not least, Bow Wow is right now having a meltdown.
Bow Weezy.
About this Scream tour or the Omarion, whatever tour it's going on right now, he's losing it. Okay? And I think that's hilarious. I think that's funny. And I just want to start off with the red. Let's start off with the red flag stuff.
If he says he's not ready for a relationship, cut him off, girl. Don't even waste your time. Don't even do it. Period. If we're expressing how we feel and he says he doesn't want to argue, that's a motherfucking red flag. Red flag. If his name starts with the letter J, it's a red flag, sis. Red flag. If
They came for you, Hill.
That was you.
Yeah.
That was you, bro.
Yeah, the letter J.
Maybe I'm a hit dog because I'm hollering right now. I don't like that letter J shit, bro. Okay. So with the red flag, it seems like people are taking, memes or things that goes on in relationships or dealing with the opposite sex or the same sex. And people not calling back on time or going to sleep at 9 o'clock or having baby mamas, baby daddies, car always in the shop. You know what I'm saying? Red flag. So,
stereotypes.
Yeah, man. So I want to pass it off to you guys. I want to dominate the microphone. How do you guys feel about the red flag phenomenon and, your thoughts and,
I mean, it's just another situation where people want to complain, about their situation without really changing anything. So, they just, the red flag is now the new, stay away type situation. So.
Right.
What's the crazy thing about it? I always see these red flags, but I always see women saying, "Oh, I'll ignore these red flags for certain dudes." You feel me? So look, if you're gonna take these red flags and still deal with the dude, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Keep that shit pushing, man. Y'all come out with a new trend every single month or every couple of months, and that shit die down. So this is just another wave.
Yeah. My thing about the red flag is it's things are funny on social media when it's a new trend or a new meme that's going around, and we laugh at it. And us being on Twitter, we usually get the memes and whatever's going to spark off, we kind of get it first, and then Instagram gets it like a day or two later. So with that, the issue I have is the repetitiveness and how people kill a damn joke. Like they will drag and kill a meme in 4 hours.
It's a competition.
Like we'll run with it on Twitter, we'll laugh at it for a day or two, and then Instagram gets their hands on it, and every chick you know on their story is posting the red flags. Red flag this. If he has a baby mama, red flag. If this nigga got a roommate, red flag. If you see her tracks, red flag. If you take her to the club and she hugs the bouncer, red flag. Bro, shut up, because it's a bunch of red flags with the person you're with right now. They show their red flags every day you wake up. It's a red flag, and your ass stays to choose them. This whole red flag thing is funny. It's not something I think to take serious, but my biggest issue with it is how much things on social media like this get dragged out. Like, we don't even have a chance to laugh at it and move on. It's like 40 people got to get their red flag memes off.
You can't even enjoy it. Like, the shit dead in like
you
a couple
can't.
days,
Or then the girl,
hours,
or then the people, oh, grass is greener over here. Ain't no red flag. Like, shut up. Where's your man?
Facts.
If you don't have a man, I don't want to see you post. You're the red flag. Any chick single during cuffing season, it's a red flag. I got a couple more red flags. If you 30 with no kids and you a woman and you bad, red flag. Red flag.
100%.
If you post some red flag memes, red flag. If you post Justin LeBoy, I need to pay me, red flag.
Oh yeah, any Justin LeBoy shit, red flag.
If you got a whole bunch of, if you cool with niggas, red flag. If you got too many brothers, red flag. If every time you post on IG, it's this my brother, this my round. You FaceTiming random niggas, red flag.
Oh, hey, if a chick post something real provocative and then have something real thoughtful in the caption, that's a red flag.
Oh yeah.
Yo, you post your cash out for your birthday
with the Bible
red
verse.
Flag.
Yeah.
Don't put the Bible verse under a thirst
You
trap.
selling plates, OnlyFans, and throwing your cash app in the same IG story, red flag.
Yeah.
Showing your kid, and then on the next snap is a close friend, you shaking that ass, red flag.
Or having your kid film you shaking your ass.
Having
man.
a lot of y'all.
That's the worst.
Hold on.
Yo, that shit flagrant.
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Say it again.
Listen, if you got Lil Junior,
Lil Man in them.
Little man in them.
John Tavius, since we motherfucking with the J's and shit, taking pictures of your ass,
I've seen
red
it.
flag.
I know a girl on my IG story right now. She's in Miami posting ass pics and everything, right? And I'm like, oh damn, she probably getting flued out. Yo, why she got her 2 sons with her? So who's taking these pics? Like, on some real shit, I feel really bad for kids with fine mamas in this generation. Cause see, in our generation, you had a bad mama, your friends would just come up to you and be like, yo, your mom pretty, your mama bad. You know what I'm saying? You might have to walk behind her in the store, and that's about it. Man, these kids nowadays coming up.
Yo, they mamas is out here.
And I'm not bashing women. I'm just saying it's something that it's kind of like the plastic surgery trend. We're not gonna know where this is going to lead us. Like the jab. We're not gonna know the side effects of this for 10, 15 years down the road. So I want to talk to a couple of young men in the next 5-6 years whose mother was exposing themselves on the internet, and it got back to them while they were growing up, and how they dealt with it and how it shaped their perception of women. Because I think it's going to be a group of men that come out here that were raised by these women that are going to be a whole new group of nig-cells, incels, red pill, blue pill. We're having a whole different species of men being created, and women too. Because, back in the day, your mom might have been a stripper, lady of the night, whatever, but you kind of came up in that, or you kind of came up around that. Now these girls seeing their moms pop their pussies on OnlyFans, do certain things. And I ain't trying to get on around parenting and bashing women right now, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't bash. We ain't kick off.
It's reality.
We ain't really go hard like in a minute.
Yeah.
Listen, the kids have to go to 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade. So once that happens, that's when it's gonna happen. You feel me? Like all that, mama of the night, they turn into mamas of the day and night. You feel me? So eventually kid gonna get roasted. They either gonna fight, fight their mama for doing what they doing, whatever the case. It don't matter,
Crazy thing, worst one I think the meme I seen was like, they was clowning a nigga talking about, yeah, your mama got an OnlyFans link in her bio.
Whoa.
Bruh.
It's
Understand,
it's starting already.
You feel me? It's starting already. Like, you at the table, you at the lunch table, y'all roasting this shit. Man, one of them little niggas say that shit to your ass, talking about your mama got an OnlyFans. Look at her
Somebody
bio.
gotta go.
What you
Come
gonna
on,
do?
bro.
You
You
just
gotta
gonna
throw
sit
hands,
there,
bro.
man? You gonna be sad or you gonna throw one? What you gonna do?
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody gotta get these hands. Another thing I want to say: hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. That's something we got to get used to. Being on this platform is telling niggas to hit the like button and
you
subscribe.
gotta stack now, man. Stack subscribers. You gotta, keep that up now.
Yeah,
It's official now.
it's official now. So we got to tell people to like, hit the share button, and subscribe. And the next topic I want to talk about the academics Meek Mill beefs getting squashed. I want to say salute to Chig Smooth. Me and him have had multiple conversations on the back channels. I'm honored just to say he's a colleague of mine in this media space. He's a big dog. I'm calling him a big dog because I feel like he's taking that space of academics as far as being the wall-to-wall coverage on media. Every time you open your YouTube, Chig Smooth has this story right there. So this audio is coming from academics, but it's also coming from Chig Smooth on YouTube. So I just want to shout that out before we play it. You know what I'm saying? Give him some love out here.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We do right by people around here. So I'm just gonna play a little bit of the audio.
I've seen that tag me. I'm like, yo, well, Meek said, and I'm saying it exclusively on here. Academics and Meek Mill are not at odds. We have gotten to a place where there's a truce. I'm going to explain, but it's important that I say this because I know other people are going to ask me about it later, and I'm just not a capper. I can't, whatever. Me and Meek, we had a private conversation. It was facilitated by 21 Savage. 21's my guy for that. We talked. We came to an understanding. The nature and the actual back and forth of that conversation isn't as important as what is the end result. 21 Savage is my man's. He's Meek's. Out of respect for me, talk. I'm going to be here. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. The conversation overall went positive. Of course, we sorted out certain things, blah, 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 blah. It's neither, I didn't even really want to say that we had this conversation, but I know, like, if later on I get asked on interviews, like, yo, wait, blah, blah, you're not going to hear me say certain things.
So pretty much, like he said, the beef is squashed. Meek Mill and Ak agreed if they have any future issues based off of them being both multimillionaires in the same culture, just give each other a phone call. Just call me if you have an issue. I'll call you if you have a question. We're not friends, but I'll stop getting on your head and you'll, leave me alone. Because Ak's issue was Meek Mill was frontlining the campaign to get academics canceled.
Yeah.
He said he had to drop on him.
And academics this whole time is like, listen, I'm not no street nigga, but you don't have to be a street nigga for me to hit you where it hurts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can talk about you all day on my platform. At the end of the day, these internet memes, these internet kids, that's who I speak to. I talk to the gremlins. Mm-hmm. I can sick them on you. Meek Mill, I feel like understood with his releasing his album was this. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna need people like academics on your side. Not because they're great people, but because they have great influence over the narrative. Meek Mill's album, whatever objective idea you may have had, was clouded by the smear campaign that academics laid on that album all week. And I think Meek Mill felt that. Meek Mill felt academics tweeting out those album numbers before Meek Mill could tweet out those album numbers. Meek Mill I feel like he internally feels like what academics did was shit on his album rollout. And I think with Meek Mill being older and showing signs of maturity, take the L, apologize, or not even apologize, just take the L, break bread with Ak and let it be. We're getting too old. Ak's getting too strong. Meek Mill, you're not the baby. You're not Lil Durk. You can't be making enemies. You're not the hot new nigga no more. So I'm gonna pass the mic to you guys. See what you guys, feel about this topic.
Dave, how you feel about it?
I feel like how long these guys been beefing? 3-4 years.
They've been
now?
beefing.
5?
It's been a minute.
Like 2015, 2016, around Meek Mill, because I remember those Dream Chasers guys. They used to send academics, footage and promo. And then one time they told Act, hey man, like don't post us no more, something, like Dream Chasers. And Act was like, all right, nigga, fuck y'all.
It's at a point for both parties, but
Yeah.
I guess more for Meek at this point because you know the situation, academics having more influence, but for both of them, I mean, what's the end game? Y'all gonna keep beefing to 2025? Like what was
Right.
especially like I say for Meek, like you just gonna keep beefing with this blogger? I mean, what's
You don't
the
get
end
no
game?
street
you ain't
cred.
getting nothing out of this, bro. And y'all ain't gonna squabble. Y'all ain't gonna shoot the one. That shit would have been happened by now. That was something that would have happened. I mean, like Meek Mill,
Yeah, and
feel me?
I always take dumps on 21 Savage because I feel like he perpetrates somebody that he's not. And to me, nothing else indicts that point or indicts him to me more than when it comes to squashing these internet hip hop beefs. He's always in the forefront squashing the beefs. But when it's a 6ix9ine or a Wax situation, you gangster and you ready to, you tough guy, or you on your mic calling people pussy and exciting shit. But you're really just a cool ass nigga who on your IG sings R&B music all day, likes to ride around harmonizing R&B music. You don't wear jewelry no more. You try to teach financial literacy. I feel like 21 Savage, honestly, man, if he can just like Jay-Z this, if he can just clean himself up and just be like, yo, I'm 21, but like I'm not like 21 Savage. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like that's, I feel like who he really is and who he tries to be, but the hip hop image keeps bringing him down. And just, this is just my personal opinion. I just don't like the two coins of 21 Savage to me. I just feel like they're contradictory.
So you feel like he's not a savage?
Nah, he's not.
He's just 21 at this point.
He's just 20.
He's just 21, but I don't want to get too far off of the Meek Mill and
Yeah,
academics.
true.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Randy?
I was gonna speak on that. Like as far as Meek Mill, think about it. All his contemporaries, like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Drake, all of them get so much love when their album dropped from academics. Like think about when CLB dropped, how academics was.
But that's a
one
different
of the whole
story. That's a
campaign.
different story, though.
What I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
I was spinning it back to Meek. Meek got so much slander, and he's probably looking at it like, damn, like, Durk getting so much love. I need to end this. You know what I'm saying? Because the narrative is not right around when my album dropped. You feel me? Like, think about it. He waited probably till Kanye, Drake, and all them dropped. He dropped, and he did, roughly what? I forgot the numbers.
You talking about Drake?
No, Meek.
Meek did, I think, 93,000.
Yeah, roughly under 100. But
Which isn't bad at all.
It's not bad at all. But you think about it, like you have roughly under that, and then you got your boy Academics going on a whole campaign is just slandering your shit. Like, come on, man, it's tough. It's tough. So he had to end that, bro.
At the end of the day, like what John said, academics is always going to be able to hit, I guess, an artist a little bit where it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really affect a troll from troll like that. We in the day and age where trolls live and thrive. You feel me? So it ain't, you can't hurt.
And how trolls evolve, like how the media and trolling has evolved to a point where you may have beefed with somebody on a TV personality like Free or AJ or somebody. What, they might not play your video every time they come on at 6 o'clock?
Yeah.
Or you might, who you're going to beef with, a reporter of Vibe or something? Okay, let them write a bad article that you hope a nigga buys. A nigga like that can come on every day, all day, and talk shit. Nigga like you know what I'm saying? These people in the alternate side of the media, on the internet media, that you may make enemies with, they have all day to get on your ass.
Now this may be a little bit separate, just a tad. But
Yeah.
Since we talking about album sales, do you think the quality of the album itself, you know what I'm saying, maybe had a little bit to do with the numbers situation? I mean, academics, people gonna do what they want to do, but
Yeah, the quality.
if the project, I'm not saying that it's not, I ain't really, but if the project was great enough to overcome academics, would we even really be having this? You know what I'm saying? Not a discussion, of course.
you're
we
right.
would, but you know what I'm saying?
You're right, but it wasn't, especially with the album releases this year, because if we can all say this year has been pretty much the most active year in music since Nipsey Hussle died. This probably been the most active year in music since 2018, as far as artists putting out projects, right? And on top of that, a lot of the A-list rappers have put out projects this year, and they have been good projects. May have not been their best of the best, but those heavy hitters, those J. Cole's, Kanye, Drake, you know what I'm saying, Young Thug, drop quality projects. Even some of the new guys like Baby Keem, Isaiah Rashad, you know what I'm saying, these guys have dropped good projects. Trippie Redd came back hard. That project is, we all fuck with that Trippie project, right?
That should be hard.
And Meek Mill, okay, it's time for you to come out. You come out.
I think too, the whole beef is not really believable anymore. Nobody's gonna do anything
like,
to each other.
We rather, like, at this point, we want to see Act knock out Meek, because it's like, it's just too boring to be like, okay, Dream Chaser's gonna catch you and beat you up. Like, we've been thinking about that shit for like 4 or 5 years now.
Facts. I mean, prime example, and I ain't trying to detour again.
No, do your thing.
When Freddie Gibbs said that he was gonna slap academic titties, people believe that. Like, I believe that. You feel me? Like,
Facts.
Meek Mill say the same thing, it ain't gonna fly the same way. You feel
Facts. Hey, what do y'all think about the Umar and Freddie Gibbs beef? I feel like Freddie Gibbs is trolling this nigga.
I think it's entertainment.
100%.
I think it's just straight trolling. I think it's funny.
I want to see it.
I mean, yeah, I think everybody.
Bro, Freddie Gibbs, you know you just can't take him serious, bro. Like, you can, but you can't. Like, he's just troll, bro. Like, you look at his stories, bro. Like,
He's a top 4 rapper personality I want to like smoke with and just vibe, like just pick his brain. And, you know what I'm saying? Just because he's a fire lyricist, you know what I'm saying? And his beat picking is top tier. But then when you see his personality on IG, it's like the goofiest nigga you know.
Yeah.
It's like Fats, or you know what I'm saying? It's like nigga, why do you like calm down? Like, why are you so fucking lit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Then you listen to his music and it's like, bro, completely different. But just
so chill.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But just having that package of personality as an artist to keep you socially relevant, you know what I'm saying? And then having the music to back up, kind of like a Larry June or a Currency or a Wiz. Nowadays in music, I feel like you kind of need to be personable and show people who you are. Because like I said, when the music comes out and you hear a nigga ripping the bars, be like, this goofy ass nigga rap, he cool. I fuck with him heavy, but he's like, look how diverse this nigga is. He's not just I just pay. He's not an artist. You know what I'm talking? Like a traditional artist. Like, I'm just with the music.
What it is too, you have I guess you can call Gangsta Gibbs a gangster rapper, right?
Yeah.
So you have a gangster rapper talking about slapping a alleged scam artist. So it's like, it's entertainment.
You know who else has a great personality?
Feels good. Somebody needs to fight Umar at this point. Like,
facts.
Fuck.
Facts. You know who else has a great personality that comes through their music? Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, definitely. Schoolboy Q is, I ain't gonna say he underrated, but
Nah, I've heard about him behind the scenes. He's doing exactly what he wants to do.
Yeah. Last time I seen homie, he was streaming on Twitch.
Literally,
Yeah,
he taking his daughter to soccer practice. That's why I love when you see like real gangsta ass rappers in mansions taking their daughter to fucking school.
Stuff.
Yeah, playing golf and then going right back to the crib smoking a blunt. Like, they're not gangsta no more, and they're showing you that, listen, bro, I'm just trying to chill.
It's real life.
Yeah, man. So what other topics do we have? What do you guys want to address next?
Yo, I wanted to get into that Nike executive story, man.
Oh my God. I can't wait. Big Unk, you snitching, man.
Big Unk, man. What's going on, man?
Unk snitching on himself. I can't wait, dude. I like reading on this podcast. I don't know why I like reading.
Cool. Let's hear the news.
Okay, hold on, let me scroll. Salute the Star Summer Reading Program. Brought my reading level up from a 3rd grade reading level to a 9th grade reading level. You know what I'm saying? Niggas didn't think I was able to read before I got on that platform, but hey. Okay, let me go ahead and scroll. Yeah. Okay. The current chairman of Nike's Jordan brand and former team president of the Portland Trail Blazers, Larry Miller, recently admitted to Sports Illustrated that he shot and killed a teenager in West Philadelphia, Pennsylvania when he was 16 years old. Nigga.
Why would you do that?
Clout. Scroll back down. It's a whole bunch of old niggas snitching. I noticed it. Y'all notice that, bro? Okay, so let me go ahead and continue reading. In a recent 90-minute interview, Miller, who's 72, told Sports Illustrated in September 1965 he fired a .38 caliber shot into the chest of an 18-year-old Edward White. He blamed his gang affiliation and drinking the night of the murder for his actions. Miller said this happened after downing a bottle of wine with his friends before they went out and searched for anyone affiliated with a rival gang. Miller shot the first person the group encountered, White, who was a stranger to Miller. Basically, he was saying so many of the people caught up in this violence are kids. So many of them have Larry Miller's potential. This story can help reframe gun violence conversation in Philadelphia. All right, whatever. We were all drunk, Miller told Sports Illustrated. I was in a haze. Once it kind of set in, I was like, oh shit, what have I done? It took years for me to understand the real impact of what I've done, says Mr. Miller.
It's finna be a major impact on his freedom. Should be pretty
Nigga said it should be a major impact on his freedom. And he says, I mean, there's no valid reason for this to happen. And the thing that I really struggle with, and that's, you know, the thing that I did every day, you know what I'm saying? It's like I did this to someone who didn't do anything to me and I had no reason to do it. And that's the part that really bothers me, he told Sports Illustrated. Larry Miller is a legend and proof that your worst decisions don't define you when you decide never to put yourself back in that position again. Miller describes his guilt and anxiety regarding the murder, saying it was eating him up, and disclosing his long-time reoccurring fears that his past would come back to haunt him and destroy his successful career and reputation he was building. Miller describes the killing in further detail in his new book, Jump, My Secret Journey from the Streets to the Boardroom, a story he hopes will inspire at-risk youth and people in prison, steering others away from violence and toward a more productive life. Miller says a lot of wasted talent is in prison, and criminals can indeed become productive members of society.
So not only did he snitch on himself, he wrote about it in a book.
Hold on. Miller has received support and encouragement from Michael Jordan, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, Nike, and others whom he has confided in before the release of his book.
Oh, wow.
According to Sports Illustrated, Miller plans to reach out to White's family, though there's been no public apology yet. Reaction.
I mean, I didn't know, niggas open up cold cases on themselves. Like, I don't get that. Like,
come on.
My thing
no
is,
time.
who asked you? Who asked you? Like, did anybody ask him a question? Have you killed anyone in your lifetime? Like,
right, exactly, bro.
you just volunteered this information to everybody. So, I really do hope this man get arrested, because he wrote about it in the book. You said Adam Silver is promoting this?
I mean, not promoting it, but
he's giving it the okay.
Blessing or something.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Last time I checked, there were no statute limitations to murder.
Do different states.
Did he just tell on himself?
He 100% told him so.
He's going to jail. He's going to jail. I'm
That's
gonna
what
need him to
saying.
go ahead and
I don't
clock out.
really- I don't really understand.
Yeah, you
how
need to
can
clock out, my
confess
nigga.
To a murder. The only person that did that and could do that was OJ, but he was already taken care of. Acquitted. Wrote a whole book about the bullshit. You feel me?
But they did say he did time for his murder, and he was underage at the time, which is why he probably didn't get life.
Who? The man?
Yeah, Larry Miller.
Also, he served the time.
Allegedly, according to the story. So I'm thinking so niggas ain't.
Nike is putting people that have served time for murder in executive positions.
He's gonna need to step down immediately.
Nah.
He's gonna have to step down.
I look at it like this.
I'm just, it's cool.
Let's
I'm just
look at the
saying,
time.
Like,
Look
what
at the
about the guy
timeline.
that couldn't get the job because he smoked a little, you know what I'm saying?
Right, my thing,
Lil
background
Zod.
checks.
Lil
Like,
Zod.
they didn't see you were a murderer in the background check.
But that's the thing. Was it a case on this? Like, did it go to?
If he already did his time and say he came out, right,
Okay.
and reformed himself as he apparently did, obviously becoming a vice president of the Trailblazers, then leading the Jordan Nike brand.
Yeah.
All right, cool beans. If you did your time, cool beans. If you wanted to admit that and you did your time and the people around you have done their research, know you did the time, and, they're cool with it, I guess that's cool. My thing, I guess the way they're looking at it is he's setting an example for people who have committed heinous crimes to have second chances maybe, and he can speak upon that. Like, we have an uncle who's been in jail for life, you know what I'm saying? And when we talked to my mom about it, she always says he was like a straight A student. He was really, really smart. So it's a lot of people who are locked up who are very talented, and he's an exemplary image of that. I just don't know if telling people that you killed somebody is good for your image, but I guess if you're going to sacrifice your image for a bigger purpose, albeit.
Now that you put it that way, then it kind of makes you question, like what Randy was saying. Like, well, I mean, if nobody asked you this question straight out, then like was this whole little
We didn't know who we were.
I didn't even know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Who
what
were
I'm
you?
saying. So is this whole little interview just like what you said? Like someone, black men murderers can be reformed? Like, what is this
If-
really about?
I think because we didn't know who he was, so pretty much we know who he is now, and he's attached himself to something heinous, although his reputation is, good.
It kind of
as far
reminds
as
me, it reminds me of the commercial. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's a commercial where this dude's like, I have schizophrenia, but I can still have a job. I can still
Yeah,
do the
yeah,
job."
yeah, yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. Like I'm a murderer, but I can still bam at Nike. Like we
Yeah,
can still sell these Jordans.
I think like this, man. If
I
he
don't know,
if
that's
he
how it
wanted to
sounds like.
sacrifice his image to strangers to elevate a storyline or a point of view, then I commend him for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have just been Larry. What the fuck is his Unc name? Let me see. Unc. Larry fucking Miller. He could have just been Larry Miller that nobody knows, and it could have been a stigma of people who do crimes. And now that he's written this book and put himself in the limelight, maybe somebody may pick up that book. Maybe a judge or prosecutor may hear this story and be lenient to somebody out there who may deserve it.
But
You know what I'm
see,
saying?
here's the
There's a
thing.
ripple effect to everything.
I don't think for 1 second this guy, he feels like he's a kind of in an untouchable position. He wouldn't have come out with this information
If his job wasn't
if his job, you know what I'm saying, if his job
True.
wasn't secure. I don't think he's that, you know what I'm saying, that dumb to just volunteer
to
this information.
piggyback on that, I was actually thinking too, I kudos to whoever keep promoting him and got him in a position where he at. You feel me?
He needed an advocate, and you always need an
can make
advocate
it.
in
Yeah,
every
facts.
room you're in. Somebody needs to advocate for you, especially when nobody doesn't know you. So salute to whoever's seen him before he became Larry Miller.
Is
put him
this
on.
the black man doesn't have an excuse type of situation?
Hey, I shot a nigga and got out. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, why are you sitting on your ass type shit? They should put him on the new Everest commercials type shit. Like, fuck out of here.
Get off the goddamn couch.
Get off the couch. I
Yo.
killed a nigga. You can
killed
do
Not
it
get
too.
off the couch. I
And
killed
now
a
the
nigga.
Nike
You
nigga
can
sells
too.
Jordans.
I'm saying.
Hey, fuck be like Mike. I want to be like Larry. I'm trying to catch a
Shit.
body and get an exec position, man. Fuck
Miller.
all that. Oh my god. So, y'all want to get on? This is a really good episode. Y'all want to get on Brittany Renner?
Yeah, man, let's get on the Brittany
Get on
Renner
that,
tour.
bro. Yeah, we can get on that.
The Brittany Renner tour, man.
Yeah.
So, guys, this has been pretty a funny week.
God.
I'm pretty sure everybody know about this, but free PJ first off. Let me just start by saying that free PJ. Brittany been going on this tour from college to college, HBCU to HBCU, looking for her new prospect. They're saying she's the best scout in the NBA.
Is Brittany Renner? She's in her 30. No, she's in. I think she's 28, 29.
Can we please get that picture that you just got on Twitter, right? Can we get that on the screen? That is hilarious.
Oh yeah. Listen, one thing I love
That's
about
hilarious.
hold on. I'm gonna pass this thing of her in her ass to you guys. Here you go. You seen it? It's a little 2-second clip. You can pass that to David too. My thing with Brittany Renner, is she a predator because of her age and what she's doing? Of course. Me personally, do I care? Hell no.
Nope.
Why don't I care? Because I advocate for any of my brothers in the struggle of being a male in this society. If you can get Brittany Renner or any other chick that's highly desirable based off your talent or potential, go do it.
Yep.
Kudos. If you end up busting one in her and being a PJ Washington, we're going to laugh at you.
Yeah.
And we're going to call you a simp.
Yep.
And we're going to make fun of you. So it's a high risk, high reward situation. It's a lot of niggas who's knocked down Brittany Renner, Tiana Trump, all these bad females,
Kept it pushing.
and kept it pushing.
Kevin pushing.
And then you got a PJ Washington ass nigga who wants to nut it up, shoot the club up. They want to get on the internet. I miss my son. Somebody pray for me. Like, bro, Brittany Renner, like, come on, bro. She said she a loyal slut, bro. Like, personally, like, if my son's going to that school, bro, hey, man, do your thing, bro. Listen, son, if she's trying to fuck with you, obviously you one of the best ones on the team. She's a good scout.
Wrap up, bro.
Wrap up. But guess what? Is she, let's get into the politically correct, right? Is she a predator by the internet's terms? Of course, man. She is preying on young, what's the word I'm looking for? Impressionable young men.
PJ was 17 at Kentucky.
Like, straight up, bro. On surreal, bro, when you're 14, 15, 16, 17, like, you're beating your dick and watching porn and doing all this other stuff. You're looking at the girls. You know all the girls on the internet. And just like LaMelo Ball, bro, when you get your bag, when you get your notoriety, and some of these girls start sliding your DM, you gonna bite. You gonna bite. And she knows that.
Melo doing it right. He got 2 of them.
Yeah, listen, LaMelo is
Shout
my
out to
favorite young
LaMelo.
nigga, bro. Listen, bro. He's my favorite young nigga.
Youngest nigga in charge doing that shit.
But it's just messed up because I feel like she is. They say she's a predator, rapist, and a molester. She's 36.
I don't.
Hold on, she's
I didn't know she was
36.
36. That's wild.
Yeah, she is preying on young men, and I think it's a double standard. And if it was a 20, I think somebody said she's 29. Okay, fuck it. I'm not gonna try to find. I mean, we should find the official age, but I don't even care.
Let's just go with 20.
Obviously, she's too old. Obviously, she's past 25. Yeah, it's predatory behavior. She's not doing anything that these strippers or these groupies not doing. She's just marketing herself as such and taking the backlash with the backlash that goes, what's the word I'm looking for? Prominence, right? One thing we all notice about men in certain areas of prominence, they pass around the same chicks.
Facts.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I don't either. So I feel like what Brittany Renner's doing is she's becoming like the first overall pick gets the smash type shit. She's marketing herself in that way.
Hustle,
And like I said, if I want to be politically correct, yeah, she is a predator. Yes, she is preying on young men. Yes, this is an issue. Yes, there needs to be a conversation around this because I don't like these double standards. And not saying I don't like them because I want men to prey on young women, but we can't do that. And it's to the point where,
Well, see, this is
not that we
where-
want to. Let's get that clear.
Well, hold up. This is where, I have a kind of different view. Like, nobody said we couldn't do what Brittany Renner's doing. As far, I'm not talking about below the 18 line. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about strictly like.
Keep it a buck. Us.
Snagging a young
Any
John
nigga
at
could
18.
go do
Us.
it. I'm finna
Yeah.
discuss that. We could go do it and be like, I'm on the hunt. You know what I'm saying? It's just men are getting to the point where we kind of, women are out men and men to the point where, yeah, the society has allowed them to do what Brittany Renner's doing, but nobody's stopping a man from doing what Brittany Renner is doing. Niggas just a little scared to do it.
Is niggas scared to do it, or will you be ostracized from
Niggas is scared
society
of being ostracized. That's what I'm
Let
saying.
me ask you a question though. Us three, right? I'm 28. You're 28, about to be 29 in a month, and you're 32.
Yeah.
We couldn't go to a college party. We could, but it would be frowned upon.
Yeah, facts.
We couldn't be hanging out at Florida State right now.
No.
We could if it was a game, but we couldn't just be hanging around
At the college parties.
at the college parties,
at frat
looking
parties.
for hoes.
No.
We can.
Yeah.
We literally legally can. There will be hoes who want to fuck with us. Like, fuck us, period. Because with our ages. And will fuck us because of our ages.
Check it. It's the same thing when niggas go to the classic. Like,
Nah.
Yeah.
Because,
no,
Niggas
but
speak
check it
on
though.
it,
This
though.
is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You not finna tell me that niggas our age don't go to the classic to try and scoop up. Yeah, it's not on campus.
Yes.
When we was
feel what I'm
18,
saying?
all the older
Yes.
niggas.
But,
come on.
But
Feel me?
it's easier, you know why? Because a classic is a reunion-based event to where you can blend in with the elders. Like, it's a whole bunch of old alumni coming in, right?
Yeah.
So it is an older crowd there that is mixing in with the younger crowd. So that older crowd can mosey in those young crowd moves, get you an 18, 19, 20-year-old girl. You may be in your 30s. That can happen at the classic because, like I said, you're blending in those crowds. But I'm talking about,
What you're saying is like her going to a Kentucky.
like, if we
preseason
in New
game.
Orleans right now,
Yeah.
LSU just won in Baton Rouge. Yo, we going to LSU. Is a couple of parties. We gonna hop on these hoes.
A random LSU Kentucky game.
Say this was in Gainesville. Say Florida played LSU this weekend, right? We wouldn't go down to Gainesville to the clubs to get on women because morally we know 80 to 90% of those girls are 23 and under.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The she doesn't have any morals. right? Or her morals are different than others. Let's just say that.
Yes.
So
Let's say she has alternative morals.
yeah, it's a very accurate description. So with that being said, all it takes is a good looking guy with the same type of morals to just be like a good listen. Another reason why she can do what she do is because she look good. If she ain't look good, she would have been, somebody would have been, you know what I'm saying? But I think a good looking guy can do the same thing and it not really get portrayed as him being a predator. Because here's the thing. The females that sit up here and say like, oh yeah, he's a predator, that and the third, but then they still gonna want to smash this nigga.
It's called desire politics.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, desire politics is if you are desirable enough within society, you get away with different rules. That's desire politics, pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. So, 18, let's just say 19, because 18 to me is a little bit close. Let's say 19, 20, 21-year-old, 22-year-old on college campus, you ain't gonna tell her. So they be fucking they 40, 50-year-old professors. You ain't gonna tell an attractive young woman to not smash this 29-year-old guy that's on campus just, hunting chicks. She ain't gonna turn that down. They like sex just like we like sex. You feel me? So that's how I feel about it. A guy could do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's just society's view on.
Society has given women the ability to do it before men in a public light.
That's fair.
You feel me?
That's fair. Let's keep it moving on these topics. We are rolling through. This is a power-packed show.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Boom.
sir.
So we got done with Meat Mill, Act Beef, the Nike executive admits to murder, Brittany Renner, Red Flag. We got R. Kelly snitching, Fat Joe compares the baby to Tupac, and Bow Wow meltdown. Which one you guys want to attack?
Let's go to R. Kelly vibe. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Man, I would love to play some R. Kelly music.
Predators.
Since we're talking about predators, kind of blend in with them.
Yeah, man.
So I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar
Fooling
with
around with you.
Is he smart
Girl,
enough?
my love is true.
Is he smart enough? Does he even remember anybody to snitch on? Like, that's how I feel about this nigga. Like, I wouldn't even.
He's desperate at this point.
I wouldn't like.
He's desperate
To satisfy
What
your
evidence you
every
gonna have if you the
need.
police in there and
I
you
don't
talking
see
to
nothing wrong.
you talking to R. Kelly, especially how he was.
With a little bump and grind.
Look at me on the TV with
And I don't see
with
nothing
Gail.
wrong. I'm sorry.
No, you good. How he acted with Gail.
Baby. And I don't see.
You know he was acting the same way in the interrogation room, and you know the
Y'all
fans are
killing me
like,
with this
bro,
shit. You talk that shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm saying.
yeah. Oh,
my
man.
So you know
Yo,
the
Gail
fans
was
is
like,
it-
Yo, Gail.
Robert.
So, dog, you don't think the fans was in there
Robert.
looking at him the same way? Like, bro, I don't need. Oh, you got somebody.
Give me
Who
somebody.
you got,
What name
Robert?
you got?
Who you got, bro?
What celebrity?
Robert liable to just say anybody with no evidence type nigga, bruh. He
That
one of
is-
You
those
can't trust
niggas,
anything
bruh.
Robert said.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like this, bro. They already told that nigga, if you got names, give them to me now. And he ain't, nah.
That's what I'm saying.
He ain't got
'Cause
nobody.
how long he been in there?
About 2 years.
Yeah, about a
Could've
minute.
been dropped.
Yo,
some
and then
names.
dropped some
Vivica Fox got in trouble because she was like, nigga, you wait all this time, now you want to start snitching, niggas snitches get stitches or something else, and niggas is like, bitch, what you talking about? You got something to say?
Vivica out here sending blitzes.
And she was like, nah, I was just, niggas, you know what I'm saying, just want to pick the wrong time, they should have been told. I'm like, nah, Vivica, you trying,
send a blitz.
yeah, you trying to make sure your ass
Tryna make
clear,
sure you ain't
nigga.
Jada Pinkett, right?
Okay.
Like what bro tried to do.
With the crisscross, man, Jada Pinkett, bro, red table talk, red flag
Man,
talk,
she
bro.
a red flag.
She's
She
a red
big
flag.
ass red flag.
Red flags. Hey, I heard,
little red lady, a little red flag.
yo,
That's
I heard
what
she
is.
playing a
Red
Tupac
flag.
surprise party this year in Bermuda.
Why? Yo, Will Smith, bro, how you feel about all this, bro? This shit crazy, bro. She's still in love with that nigga.
Man, Will Smith in love with Dwayne Martin, bro. Like
Oh.
he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Will Smith cuts his mustache and leaves the
No,
chin strap
Will Smith
goatee, bro.
don't give a
He'll
fuck,
be all right.
bro. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Will Smith doesn't give a fuck, bro. Yeah. So R. Kelly,
It's
you
a
know,
rat.
all I got. One thing about R. Kelly, it's just crazy, bro. He was really the greatest R&B artist of all time, especially of our generation.
Facts.
And to see that wiped away, it's crazy.
Yo, you seen YouTube took down his channel, both his channels.
I mean, of course, yeah, man, yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of that going on.
Listen, man, unless you go to your auntie's house or another family reunion, listen, bro, R. Kelly, I think I said this on other platforms, R. Kelly is still being played privately amongst family and friends. It's just not a public thing. You know, you David.
I was actually going to say that if they ever took them off the streaming services, you know,
It'll be a problem.
Whoever got the vinyls and the CDs, sell them bitches all. I mean,
I was about to say, you know,
They go for $100.
that shit probably going now.
Already.
Hyundai.
You know, I'm on a hustler shit. Like, I don't fuck with the nigga, but
Step in the name of love.
somebody got an unopened 12 play with collecting
you know what's
dust
funny?
right now.
You know what's funny?
And that bitch gonna sell for the thousands.
And it's crazy because it's like this, bro.
Yeah.
Especially for us, it's like, dog, we were probably birthed. I know, especially me and Rain, we were probably birthed to R. Kelly.
Yeah, facts.
Honey Love, like you seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and then you got the fucking like the shit he did with the Ozzy Brothers. You know what I'm saying? The TP2.com era with the
Aaliyah.
I wish that shit. Oh my, that TP2 to me, that's when it was like, yo, this nigga's the GOAT, bro. Like that nigga went to the streets. I felt
Can't
like.
lose.
Yeah,
He
they
ain't missing.
Best of both worlds.
Feeling on
tour
your booty, you know
with
what I'm
Jay-Z.
saying? Like that was a hit, bro. I remember the first time I heard that was in my sister's car. She was still in high school.
That was the first time I sat back and thought. I was young, but that was the first time I was like, man, a nigga can, if as long as that shit hit and he can sing, a nigga can sing about anything.
Anything.
That's what that
Anything,
the end of
bruh.
that song. But this nigga singing about booty, bro.
Bruh. And they had it on like rotation heavy,
Yeah.
so all your kids can hear feeling on you.
Yeah, and then the Chocolate Factory album was fucking classic.
Oh yeah, Chocolate Factory probably one of the best.
You know, this nigga was so high. He dropped the remix to Ignition before the original version type shit, bro. Like,
Yo, when Ignition came out,
Yeah.
you know, he dropped the album right after the Charges track, like a year or two after the Charges. Like, bro, I'm about to get your grandmama dancing. Gotta get you in the club dance. That nigga's a menace. Let's get to the Fat Joe compares the baby to Tupac. Listen, man. First of all, Fat Joe seems like a cool guy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I shit on him on the Star Report a lot, but you know I do that on purpose because he's done a lot of cool shit. But it seems like Fat Joe's a real cool guy, like a real cool person. You know what I'm saying? Like really on some real shit. Fat Joe is another person on my list that like I would really hang out with outside of hip hop. When it comes to hip hop, yo, shut the fuck up, bro. Like for real, bro. You really be speaking out of turn, bro. All right, so during the Rap City 21 with Big Tigger, shout out to Rap City. They got it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's back. It's
back.
official
It's
now.
official.
I didn't know what
City,
date
yo.
it was gonna drop. But
Yeah,
it's back
they
on
hit
now.
niggas heavy already.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Fat Joe compared the baby to Tupac, calling North Carolina native the newer version of Shakur. As expected, it set off a social media fire. However, Joe didn't shy away from his comparison. Instead, he reminded fans of social media users he actually knew Pac so he can see the parallels in their personalities. He says, by the way, I knew Tupac Shakur in real life, Fat Joe said during one of his now famous Instagram live sessions. Not as a mythical person, I knew the man in real life. He was the realest rapper ever. So now when I think of Pac, not just musically or whatever the case may be, I'm thinking the baby a real one, certified real one. Whether you like him or not, I believe he lives what he raps, and that's very much like Tupac. It should be noted that the conversation wasn't just a cheap way to get views by throwing Pac's name around. Tigger asked Joe about several legends, including himself, and when Joe asked if there was a new version of himself, Crack gave Brooklyn Nims the crown. So, I want to know what you guys think about the baby being compared to Tupac.
Stop comparing people, rappers, entertainers, anybody to Tupac. Please. Let this man rest in peace. He's the GOAT for a reason. He you know what's crazy? Somebody said this the other day. They was like, yo, Tupac is the only person that make you feel every single emotion.
That was
in his music.
I think that was RZA.
Yeah, it was RZA. Yeah.
It was RZA.
Yeah.
He was dangerous. It's funny to me when people say he's the new Tupac, this, that, and the third. Not just the baby, but
Anybody
how many-
who gets in hot water.
The question becomes like, how many? Every generation we're going to have a Tupac of that generation, like.
Because they were saying XXX was the new Tupac.
They said
Boosie is the
Boosie.
top
They
Tupac.
said
You feel me?
goddamn
Like,
Wayne. They said it was goddamn Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, every
let it
time,
ride.
everybody's a new Tupac, man.
It can't be done.
They
It's
said it
not-
was
it's
Nipsey
not
after
true.
Nipsey died. Nobody said it was Nipsey till Nipsey died. Then like, oh, he was the Tupac of the generation. Like,
We gotta stop. We gotta stop comparing.
listen, bro, comparing yourself to Tupac is like every time a guard in the NBA puts up 30 points, niggas want to compare him to Jordan.
Listen, I'll say this, bro. And it, you know, whatever. Somebody, you can feel how you want to feel. I haven't, even though it was kind of, to me, it was kind of like a different version of America's Most Wanted, but I have yet to hear another nigga drop strictly for my niggas, like an album like that. So until a nigga do some shit like that, I don't want to hear about no comparisons to Pac. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying that's his best album or nothing, but I ain't heard a nigga drop something like that since, bruh.
Bro, I haven't heard a nigga drop any album that Pac has ever dropped in my life.
Tupacalypse now. I'm not hearing it.
You can't go
like
from
that.
Tupacalypse now to Strictly for My Niggas, and then really the or you know that album Are You Still Down when it dropped 97 to Double Disc?
Yeah.
That was supposed to be Thug Style.
I know.
That album was supposed to be with the what's that shit? Thug Life. Remember the Thug Life album?
Yeah.
Thug Style was supposed to come out around the same time because it was fucking, what was it? It was Strictly for My Niggas 91, Thug Life 94, Thug Style was supposed to come out 94, 95. But after Tupac got that rape charge, Interscope Records was like, bro, we're not putting this album out. You gotta, Me Against the World was Tupac going back and re-recording Thug Style.
Yeah.
And that's why it doesn't sound anything like that. But then when you go back and listen to Are You Still Down, that 97 double disc, bro, that shit picks up right where Strictly for My Niggas and Thug Style left off at, bro.
Let's keep it a buck too. Let's keep it a bean, right? It's nothing against, you know what I'm saying, the baby and nothing like that when I say this. But bro, Pac wouldn't apologize for what the fuck he said.
Facts.
Nah.
100% not apologize for shit.
Nah. Pac would have
Bro,
started spitting in the camera.
Dog, you feel me?
Fuck
He
in
would
my
have. He
face.
would have reiterated what the fuck.
Yo,
he
Pac
said.
would have been banned off Twitter.
That's
Facts.
what I'm saying.
This generation can't.
The
handle
closest thing to Tupac might be Kanye. Niggas don't want to hear that though.
I'm just talking like on the strictly like I'm finna say what I want to say and I ain't finna retract that shit. Yeah, he's
The closest thing to
one.
Pac
Yeah.
might be Kanye, and I'm not even really talking about musically. I'm talking about the
Yeah,
same
on
thing everybody else like
the
compared.
brashness.
Yeah, the brashness,
I'm
man.
not unapologetic type shit.
Facts. So Fat Joe, another time you just disrespect niggas, but it is what it is, bro. And
Last topic of the day, man.
this topic, last but not least,
Bow Weezy, man. So we've been seeing on Instagram. This has been what everywhere I've been seeing on Instagram. Bow Wow been having a complete meltdown about this whole Millennial Tour. I think it started originally with him and Omarion. No, was it Omarion?
not so.
Or was it the guy from Pretty Ricky?
What happened was a publication came out and they were like, "Oh, Bow Wow is performing somewhere. I think it's like Atlanta. It's like he's bringing like Omarion with him, this and that." And then Omarion commented was like,
Bro, it's
"Actually,
hard
I'm
to-
bringing Bow Wow.
He opened
me
it
this
up for
time,
me.
but."
Yeah.
And then Bow Wow kind of just like went ape shit and started just,
Let's hear it.
yeah, man.
It won't work, all right? It's too many washed up.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds, because he went on a rant, and I want to make sure I got the rant. Yep.
Going to work, doing my thing, doing me. I've been quiet, right? We ain't been trending for no bullshit. We ain't been no sucker shit. I don't dance. I don't sing. I don't even fucking do choreography. But for some reason, it's always a bow problem. Now look, I can't help it. If I was taught by the greats, I was taught by the greats. Therefore, I got the one up on you niggas. You're not gonna outbeat me on the stage. It's not gonna happen. It's just not. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. When it comes to this live performance shit, I can talk my shit. Y'all can't fuck with me. You can't. Can't. I come from the cloth where in hip hop, you leave it on the stage. You bitch and complain and leave it on the stage, nigga.
Pretty much, Bow Wow wants some respect put on his name after claiming he was the best performer on the Millennium Tour. He's currently on a cross-country tour with Omarion, Ashanti, Lloyd, Pretty Ricky, and others. However, on Friday night, he expressed frustrations with the tour live on Instagram while claiming he was the best performer on the lineup. He said, pretty much, "I know what I read. Who? Y'all saw LA. Y'all saw Detroit. Y'all saw Baltimore. Who? Me? This ain't. This facts. Me, I watch every show every fucking night. Who got to pop up and give y'all that? Who got to pop up and give y'all that work? Pretty much he said, I don't bother nobody. Me and Lloyd, my nigga, Shanti, my sis, Pretty Ricky, my dog, Sammy, that's my bro. Soulja Boy, you already know that's my dog. Oh, my brother, all I do is show up, play my part. I can't help if I get the most cheers. He pretty much expounded this morning and said that too much bitching and complaining on this tour. He posted, I'm busting cats' ass every night. Every night they try to complain and take something away from me. I give y'all 1,000%, and y'all know ATL. I hope y'all show together. I'm gonna bust y'all ass for 45 minutes straight. Try me. Bow Wow then threatened to end his stint on the tour, tweeting, this might be my last show. I've had enough. In follow-up posts, he's added, here's the truth. I do 15 minutes every night, Bow Wow wrote. I can't even do my full songs, and I still be busting folks' ass. Think the fans don't complain about my set being 15 minutes? Only way I show up tonight is if I do my full set straight up. I knew I should have waited this out. Should have rested up and did the 2022 tour with my bro Chris Brown.
Pop your shit, Bow Weezy.
It sound like some old real competition shit talk.
Yeah.
Cause it sounds like he still got love for everybody there. He's just strictly talking about
Quickly, he said a few hours later he announced that he's gonna be doing the show tonight.
Of course.
And that he just got the phone with Omarion. Tonight's gonna be one for the ages. I promise you, I'm gonna go crazy. Swear to God. He said he's gonna chill. He swear this show tonight, y'all gonna feel his energy. This gonna be the best show he's ever did. He just, he's saying he got energy. Omarion's retweeting his stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
He just had to pipe down real quick.
Let's not forget. Like I said, it sounds like it's just on some competition. But let's not forget how emotional Bow Wow has gotten in the past over things. Yeah. So that's what it just sounds like to me. It sounds like it's more about competition, but it sounds like it's just, Shad Moss, that's his name, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bow Wow just getting in his little, he going his little emotional rants. He ain't had one
in a minute.
In a long time. He was smoking a little weed, got a little emotional. He couldn't sleep. Maybe he was just talking a little shit. You feel me? Because there ain't nobody going to sit up there and think that you ain't finna. You get all the homies shout outs. You going to keep doing the tour. You don't have beef with nobody on the tour, obviously.
You just got to pop your shit, and I feel like he just popped a little too hard. Niggas called him like, hey, man, you going to fuck up the money.
Facts.
Just sit your ass down, nigga.
Relax.
We'll let you do your set tonight. Shut up.
Shit.
We knew, and I bet one of them artists like, bro, I knew by the time we got to Atlanta, he was going to want to be front center in Atlanta, but hey, let him do it, bro.
He was complaining about that little 15-minute set. He said he wanted a bigger set.
I can't even do my full
Full
songs.
songs in 15 minutes.
I mean, I feel you, but like, bro,
Man, come on.
Did the check? Did you get paid the same amount?
Facts. So what is the check looking like?
on top of the fact, man, I'm gonna give you the buck. I want to see Chris Brown with relevant artists. I respect Chris Brown. I just don't want to see Chris Brown working with, he got songs and he's cool with Bow Wow, but Chris Brown is not them. Chris Brown should be going on tour with, the Drakes, the Meeks, the you know what I'm saying, the Migos, the Future. That should be a tour. I want to see a Chris Brown. If Chris Brown and Drake went on tour, bruh,
it would have to be,
bro. You know how many females would be there, bro?
Kind of how like when Drake had did that tour with Migos.
Yeah,
they need to do a Breezy. You know what I'm saying?
And
OVO.
And I think they don't even need to have any openers, bro, because they can both do an hour set.
You gotta have one opener. You gotta have one.
Maybe,
one
yeah,
person.
yeah.
That's why I said I need one more person.
But literally, that's an hour set each.
Yeah.
Hour and a half. I'll really sit there for an hour and a half from both their sets and do a 3-hour concert.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. So, I think that wraps up this episode 22 of Perspectives and Facts podcast.
Deuce.
My brother David, do you have anything to say? I appreciate you pulling up, you know what I'm saying, and joining us today.
It's nothing, man. Just got a couple projects on the way. We're going to touch on the Street Fighter 3 theme again. Then we're going to do some Gold 13 James Bond type project. We're going to try and get that out by the end of the year. But yeah, man, I just appreciate it. DZ Redline on all streaming platforms. So go ahead and check that out.
What's your IG link?
IG Raws and Burnt Filters.
And would you be cool if we put one of your links in the, in the bio of this episode?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. So we're going to wrap up this episode today. Appreciate it. Perspectives Facts podcast.
Yeah, you already know.
Boy Randy. Boy David, you know what I'm saying? Brother DZ Redline.
Shout out Pardon, man. What up?
You know what I'm saying? Salute to Pardon, my guys. You know what I'm saying? And we're just going to play some music. I want to play this dude, B Love. I think he's from like the Bronx or goddamn Brooklyn or Queens. Somewhere from New York. But this is some New York drill music, and hey, this I've been riding
Shit
this.
slapping.
Fats, what up?